in the month of August, and this is the second week, and we're here again. Today is day 2 of our week's weather report. And here to bring us our weather report today is none other than Mr. Lenard Josiah. Mr. Josiah, what's up? What happened last night? What happened early this morning? What is happening now?
Yes,
Where
brother,
is the tropical
that's the tropical system, the tropical cyclone. Yeah. Well, what I can say to you is that it did not wrap itself. They did not find a close circulation up to this morning. So they have not named the system even as of 5 o'clock this afternoon. A Hurricane Hunter went into that particular system and found that they did not have a closed circulation. As a result, it remains what you call a potential tropical cyclone as of this afternoon. It's raining on the outside right now because I'm sitting on my porch and it's raining rather heavily. But the instability associated with the system continues to linger over the area. So depending on where you were this morning, you would have seen a lot of clouds pass on by. That is because the system passes closest to us, not necessarily a center, but the axis of the tropical wave moved over us during the course of the morning, and we got some good meaningful showers. Early this morning, I saw Bethesda. They were close to an inch of rainfall at this morning. Certain other parts of Antigua were up to 3/4 of an inch at that point in time, but I have not checked it since then. It would not at all be surprising to me that some places had registered over an inch of rainfall. And we continue to see the instability throughout the region, but the major focus right now continues to be that area of disturbed weather. If I may, allow me just to share the screen because I'm going to be talking about something rather interesting right now also. Here is potential tropical cyclone number 6 as of 5 p.m. this afternoon with 30 knots or 35 miles per hour winds, minimum central pressure 10-12 millibars, located at 16.9 degrees north, 65.5 degrees west, continues to move towards the west to northwest at 50 knots or 17 miles per hour. And as those individuals who are wondering, what is it that we're saying is just about 105 miles southeast of Puerto Rico, and we're looking at tropical storm warnings in effect for Puerto Rico, the United States Virgin Islands, the Dominican Republic. A tropical storm watch continues to be in effect for some parts of the Dominican Republic, Haiti, and the Turks and Caicos Islands and southeastern Bahamas. That because the potential tropical cyclone is forecast to move towards the west-northwest over Hispaniola, is forecast to still become tropical storm Fred in the next 12 to 18 hours before moving over Santo Domingo, becoming a depression on Thursday and moving up and regaining tropical storm status, moving up to the south of the Bahama Islands and to the northern coast of Cuba before into the Gulf of Mexico. So we continue to monitor this particular system. It continues to move 14 miles per hour towards the west-northwest. But here is something that is of major importance to us. Out into the open Atlantic comes another X marks the spot. This is disturbance number 1, has a 20% chance of cyclone formation within the next 5 days. It is a concentrated area of showers and thunderstorms located a few hundred miles southwest of the Cabo Verde Islands. It's associated with a tropical wave. Now, some gradual development of this system is possible over the next several days while it moves towards the west across the tropical Atlantic at 15 to 20 miles per hour. And we're looking to see that someplace within this hatched yellow area, we can still have another tropical cyclone forming within the next couple of days. The good news is the models are not necessarily forecasting significant development. Some are not even forecasting any development at this time. But we continue to monitor it because we're getting into the peak of the season, and some of these areas continue to pose a challenge. Here is potential tropical cyclone number 6. As you can see, it has a well-circulated band, and it's now generating some circulation. As you can see, it would not at all be surprising to me that going on into tonight, that a Hurricane Hunter goes inside there and find that it has closed off a center. Here is Puerto Rico. the United States Virgin Islands. They're in this general location right here, and the estimated center of circulation is someplace down in this general location here. As you can see, the circulating moving off towards the west-northwest in this general location. Not expected to strengthen over Puerto Rico and United States Virgin Islands, but it has considerable amount of clouds to the north, and those clouds are generating or causing cloudy periods and some showers over the United States and the British Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. Take a look at this trailing band. Some of this trailing band during the course this morning, we would have gotten some pass of this trailing band. This afternoon, you're seeing some moisture now moving in ahead in association with this trailing band. That is the reason why I'm having some showers here. Some of those showers are now moving over the island chain. But let's turn our attention as I continue to show you the area further towards the east, so that I will wrap it up from that general location right there. So let's turn our attention right out towards the east. This is the other area that I've been speaking to you about. It's another area of disturbed weather, already showing some signs of circulation in there. It is forecast to move towards the west, and as it moves towards the west, it is likely to be in someplace within or very close to the Leeward Islands in the next 5 days, possibly a tropical cyclone, possibly not. It's just too early to say what the developmental trends are, but we will be keeping our eyes on this, my brother.
What is a Sayabad? After a few weeks, at least 3 to 4 weeks of just quiet, relaxing situation there in the Atlantic, not a drum was heard. All of a sudden, these things are popping up like popcorns.
and you're so correct. This is the time of year that you'll find the warm sea surface temperatures, the lighter wind shear, and we're looking at generally the moisture levels in the atmosphere here supporting these particular systems. So the moisture in association with these particular systems, because of the heat and etc., are now ready to spawn these things up, and the warm sea surface temperatures generating the source of moisture and the latent heating and the energy to fuel these storms. So what the residents of our Twin Island state and the Leeward Islands and further afield should bear in mind that we're now entering the peak of the season, and we should be keeping our eyes on the main development area, which is from the Leeward Islands all the way out to Africa. Already we see right here this disturbance, and it will be our major focus over the next couple of days.
I know that you're not a civil engineer, Mr. Josiah, but we both live in the South, and we have to traverse that road a little quick.
Yes.
What's happening with this rain, and how much more are we expecting? Because you recognize that if something happens, that the water begins to back up, there's no underflow at that mall pass, bypass, and it would erode it and it could become hazardous. What kind of rain are we looking for the next 48 hours?
Well, I'm not looking at significant rainfall within the next 48 hours. You're still going to get passing showers tonight, but after that, then we are seeing, then we'll see that it will dry out a little bit more, and the drying out means that we should have a little bit more sunshine. So I'm not looking for flooding type rainfall in the next 24 to 48 hours. This particular system out here, depending on what it does in the next couple of days, whether or not it's going to strengthen into a tropical cyclone or even traverse closest to us, and how far close will it get over the next couple of days if it develops, that can certainly be a bother. So you're asking a very pertinent question right there. This is the system that we'll certainly want to pay close attention to as we focus on the next couple of days. That can create some flooding scenarios for Little Creek. So yeah, definitely we have to keep our eyes on it and monitor that situation very, very closely.
Yes, I did spend some time today. No, it's attached to the weather because I kept watching the rain and trying to monitor it, trying to be a rain gauge today. I must tell you that to see, I must get beyond that before it becomes compromised. And so I watched it, but then I realized things slow down. And so that's what's on my mind, not even the farm or anything else. Certainly. So I had to answer that question. So I want to thank you for stopping by today. The predictions went well yesterday, I must say. Meteorologists are known to get a lot of licks when things go completely awry, but they did call it right. It wasn't going to be storm by the time it get to us, and it would pass about in the early hours of the morning, and then we did see that happening, and then it went its own busy way. And so we're happy that that prediction. We hope that when the serious things come around, if they do, that it will be forecast with such preciseness.
Well, I will thank you, my brother. Dan. Well, our duty is to keep you informed, and doing that is my joy. And sometimes, yeah, the models can get it wrong. The atmosphere is God's footstool. So God governs the atmosphere. And what we are doing, yes, we can monitor the situations, but our main focus right now is to warn of hazard.
Guess we're getting a little bother, sticker bother there from the internet and the rain. So Mr. Josiah is a bit frozen at the moment, but we'll be right back with you with the weather. He's just closing off this afternoon's presentation. So I urge you, bear with us just a few seconds. He should be back. Continue the weather update, but as we look around, we wait for him to return. It's pouring on the outside here in my neck of the woods, and that's a wonderful thing. So ladies and gentlemen, just want to thank you for joining. I had one other question for Mr. Josiah, but unfortunately, the internet seems to have taken him out of the broadcast this afternoon. And so we just want to thank you for viewing until tomorrow when we join you again. Thank you for watching Whispering Hope Weather Update, and see you again tomorrow at 5